Hello, my name is Reginald Stargell. I am an online student here at Full Sail University. This is this is my week 4 case study. I decided to focus on the problems stemming from the people involved in the process, as well as obtaining the rights to materials and the ways people are being portrayed in the films. The music that Dre and Q chose to portray was completely different from the music at the time. They chose to revolutionize hip hop in a more aggressive way through lyrics and image. So them, along with their representative, were in talks of discussion to making a film in order to showcase what perhaps one of the most primary people to negotiate with was Tamika Wright, who was the late widow of Eazy-E. She owns the right to the music that the group created. She had a reputation of being guarded. A lot of people came to her after Eazy died because she inherited a lot of money, and I think it kind of caught her off guard. So having to negotiate with her during this process, was a maybe a hit or miss, but it all worked. This photo of Eazy-E and Jerry Heller here. Jerry Heller was the manager of the group, and he was not happy about the way things ended, nor was he happy about the way he was portrayed in the film. He claimed that his character was falsely portrayed and that some of the events are left out, which makes him look like the bad guy. The underlying interest for Universal Studios, although they didn't want the movie to have an influence on the culture from a political standpoint, they did wanted to reach all cultures and races and ethnicities. They expected the project to be a huge hit in the box office, and they anticipated making upwards of 20 million the first weekend, and they ended up making about 60 million the first weekend. Ice Cube and Dr. Dre wanted the movie to represent them in a realistic way. They wanted the movie to be based on true events and how things actually occurred. So all in all, it was beneficial for both parties involved. When it comes to the positioning standpoint of both parties, Dr. Dre had gained co-creative control. Ice Cube had the flexibility to choose the director that he wanted to work with, in which he went with F. Gary Gary. The purpose of Dr. Dre joining the product was to produce the movie and be a key decision maker in the way his character was being portrayed. Universal Studios has the marketing power to distribute the content worldwide. They knew how he could have an impact on the culture and create a. As far as class concepts, communication, Dr. Dre and Ice Cube were able to use their influence and the fact that they're recognizable figures. Everyone kind of always wanted to get the inside detail of what the story was about. So they used that to get things going. The initial interest of the film was due to the impact that it had on the hip hop culture. Backup plan was that the fact that they knew they had support and interest from a lot of different people, that if the initial negotiation failed, they could have always fall back on it and discontinue the project and later on reapproach it down the line, in a renegotiation phase or with a different group of investors. The mutual benefits, both parties will benefit from the process. The amount of revenue they will make will be a big payoff. The film will more than likely exceed expectations and have a huge return on investment. So pretty much money is the mutual benefit for both parties. They will both make. What went well in the negotiations? The things that went well during the negotiations were the amount of support from various culture and communities. Universal used the finances to hire a real gang member to serve as both as actors as well as the security. Of course, they had to be able to film in areas where things actually took place, so this actually was a must. Tamika Wright was not difficult to deal with. She just wanted what was rightfully hers and to have her late husband portrayed accurately. Dre was able to get the scripting in his favor because he did not want to show his domestic problems stemming from his relationships with his girlfriends in the past. And here's a photo of Eazy-E on the right and Tamika Wright on the left. This is a photo from the movie. From left to right, you have Dre, Cube, Eazy in the middle, yellow, and things that went wrong in the negotiation. Initially, Dre didn't want to be a part of things in the beginning. He wanted to be present during the whole process to make sure he had a say-so in the matter. Also, there was a need to remake some of the music for the film, so Tamika Wright was key in being able to release the music, and Dre and both Cube had to get in the studio and remake some of the actual music. Jerry Heller and Suge Knight were the main hurdles in negotiation. They both had concerns and felt that the film would be a misrepresentation of their character. In order to give an accurate storyline, there had to be discussions and the need for mediation. Everyone has to agree to the contract before the filming starts. There were over 20 drafting scripts in the process. Like, just kept doing the script over and over so that everyone be satisfied with the way. An agreement was reached between, Universal Studios, Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, and their representatives, Tamika Wright, all of the above. Jerry Heller signed off on it, but he had concerns of the way his character was being portrayed, so much so that I would kind of categorize it as a stalemate. Since he passed, the need for future negotiation would not be affected, of course, because he's not here to be able to, feel some type of way or enter. This is a list of the references and the research of the material that I use in order to be able to do this project. My name is Reginald Stargell. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Thanks for your time and your consideration. Hope all is well. Thank you.